So I don't have a presentation because when I was at Knowledge, they said, "Why are you wasting time sharing slides?" So I'll immediately start sharing my screen. Uh, I hope it's not too big, or that it's not too small. But I guess this is all visible now. I have the full screen shared now, right? I'm not sharing my head. Um, I'll go ahead. So what I just did this afternoon, because the session it has some time. It takes about 1.5 hours to go through. So what I've did is I have published the app that I have on the instance that I will guide you guys through right now. I have published it and I've already shared the URL. I'll say it again in the chat. So please don't go install it right now if you don't have it. But at your own time, you have this at hand and you can choose either to download an update set or to import it via a GitHub repository. So let's get right to it. SNUtils is the topic for today. And let me go to a PDI instance. I have just installed that application on my PDI, and over here at SNUtils you will see Lab Guide Experience, and let's go to that one. And by the way, in that page with the tip, you also that's the first trick maybe to apply. Over here, you see a sharing feedback. If you do install this application, it would be appreciated if you opt in to share some data back to my instance. And here is a sysid that I have copied. So to get right into it, here I have on that instance, and a big thing in SNUtils is /command. So let's start right off with an example. I am doing a command slash or control slash on Windows, paste in a sysid and I hit enter. And right away, within a second, it finds that this is in the business rule table, the sys script table. Unfortunately, it takes a few seconds before the page actually opens. But this is already the first feature to showcase. All right, you see that this one. And if you want to share some data of how you are following along, then you can check this and then update this BR, and then it will send some data when you follow through this lab guide. All right, so one step back. So this is where we are right now, getting started. I'm going through it very quickly, so I'm touching a bit. I'm taking this as a guideline, but I'm not going completely in it because we only have half an hour as said. So installing, this speaks for itself. I hope a lot of you already have it installed. What I do recommend is over here, when you go to the settings over here, is that you pin the SNUtils icon. And I have announced that I will take a new direction with SNUtils. So here you see a new icon that has not been in the published version as of now. But if you check this box, then it will always be visible right here. And you have that tab available as well. So over here you can see that I am running a version that is preparing for a store app that I'm launching. I'll get to that back in the last section as well a bit. But over here, sometimes you forget that this box, this pop-up, has some nice features as well. You can switch update sets, your last updates, because I just a second ago updated that business rule. You see the 20 last here, and you can either navigate to that record, filter it, or go to the update XML record from here. Notes, obviously I'm now on a PDI, so only one note available here. But when you're on a bigger instance, then you have multiple nodes, and you can switch that for some troubleshooting, finding some logs, etc. and then you can switch. If you do have a RaptorDB instance, you would also be available to get that here. The tables, what it does here, it searches through all the tables in the instance. This is the out-of-box PDI, so only 5,000 plus. And from here, sorry that I don't have a better example, but incident, these are the 3 tables with incident, and you navigate to from there. If I would do the UX underscore, then you would have a lot of tables that are involved with the with the UX framework of ServiceNow. Few data that is in the context. I'm not going to go through everything because it's a bit time restricted, but it is all explained in this section of the pop-up. I already moved to there. So each section that you see here is explained over there. So if you have just installed it, I would recommend taking some time, go through it, and see if there is something that you have never used or known before. The other basic thing is context menu. For example, when I select the word context and I do a right click, then in the ServiceNow menu you have a bunch of search options, and you can do a code search, for example, right here for the word context. And as expected, there are a lot of places where the word context is used in lots of places of code. So I'm quitting it here. Take your time to walk through it, right? I don't have too much. Yeah, I'm not going to look at this chat right now. If there is something, I hope that some of the moderators chime in if there is really something to mention. So yeah, this is the highlights of the getting started. As said, take your time. And what would be appreciated as well, I'm here back to that installing. And what is really nice if you would fill this all in. You did know it, but still it's absolutely great. And then you hit complete. And then if you follow along, you can see how you progress. And if you have filled in enough, then the button create certificate will open up, and you can get a fun certificate. It doesn't have any value outside of you and me maybe being a bit proud. So then it will show. And I did not update it from the CreatorCon lab, so it will say that it is June 2014 in Las Vegas. So please forgive me that. But let's move on. I can quickly say that this is all completed, and say complete, and it will guide you right through the section. So when you hit complete, it will automatically take you to the next one, saying complete. And this box also changes over there. So I did the pop-up window. I did not know everything. But I did find it great. And now it reflects on that icon. You can see a bit how you filled in this thing. So for now, I'm still gonna do this as well. Complete. And now let's go to the list and form section. So lists. Over here, you can go in. Again, I don't really have a better example. Let's go to incident, and when I start typing here, it will auto-complete all the tables in your instance. I can move with the arrow keys through the tables, or just hit a tab and hit. Now I will hit Command Enter, and now you will see by hitting Command Enter, it has opened it in a new tab. And now if I want to go back in the full UI, I know that there's also a setting to always get the full navigation experience, but I kind of like the option to have the frame only. So now I have moved very rapidly to the incident table. And over here, you can easily, let me do it one other way, for incident. And then when I do slash m and slash the dash m is created or updated by me. In this case, I'm switching quickly to this instance because I just spun up that instance that you were just looking at. So when I do a dash m dash a, now it will add a filter to that list of the dash m is for created or updated by me, and dash a is active is true. So you immediately have a filter, and it is automatically pinned when you do it like that. So from here you can change it. So that is a thing from the list. Let me be conscious of time. And so over there, so I've navigated to it. Now when I get back and I double click here on the snippet, on the breadcrumbs, you can here directly edit the encoded query. So when I say from true, I want to make it false, hit enter. So this is a bit a weird use case, but if you have a encoded query somewhere, you can always copy and paste it right here. And this is also handy when you want to, for example, create a filter here, and then you want to create that filter in some metadata, like, I don't know, a business rule, when to execute it. You can copy it, double click, copy, and paste it inside there. So there's a lot more in list. Here you see some more examples, expanding complex filters. I invite you to go through it, and I'm not going to go through it all today. But what I do want to highlight is the following feature. Did I just close it? Over here, let me just open it again over here. Now I'm in the incident table again. Now let me go to the business rule table. So here I am in the out-of-box way the business rules are presented. Now here I do have the application and updated, but in a lot of metadata tables you don't have that. So when you just click that icon, it will automatically add those common fields that a developer really loves. So let me quickly remove them all. So a lot of cases you see metadata tables only something like this. Now when you click this item, quick add, it will quickly add a lot of those really handy tables that you would otherwise need to juggle around to add them to your list. And the fields that will be added can be configured in your settings. So here are the fields that you can configure. So if there is one that you want to add to it, then you're free to configure that. Another thing that most people might already have noticed or quite be aware of is this one, the application scope. There is a setting, but this takes a bit less out-of-box setting that you can enable. But this it takes a bit less space and a bit less real estate. Here you can click on it, and that will open up straight away your application and scope picker, and also for security context and what's it called, domains, if you have that enabled on your environment. So click over here, and it will just show you. There is a way, this setting you can disable it, so if you don't like it, then you can say disable this one, and it will not show this block. When you click on the question mark, it takes a bit of space of the search bar. So, but when you click that little icon, it will respect that real estate and bring back the input to you. So that is a bit of an thing out of the quick or add field. So this is what I've copied. Copy cells and copy columns. This is also a nice one to quickly highlight. So when I click here, when I select the item, when I do copy cells and I hit enter, now when I go to the bar here and I hit paste, it will copy that text. Now when I do it again, and now I hit the arrow up and it brings back the last command. Now when I do a -s behind it and hit enter again, now instead of the text value, it has copied, and let me just copy a few more like this and hit -s. So I've copied about 10 rows, and when I add the -s and hit enter, and I paste it over here, you see now that the list of comma-separated sys IDs of the records I selected. There's also a companion app copy column, and then even if you only hit selected one, then it will copy all the values that are currently in your view. The Linkify list. So here it says go to sysupdate.xml. So let's do that. Sys up, and here you see that it auto selects the field. So sysupdate.xml, and then hit command enter to open it in the new field. Now, normally when you would click on this item, then it would bring you to that sysupdate XML record. But SNUtils converts the name field, so the prerequisite is that you need to have this in view. Now, when I click that, it will immediately take you to the underlying record instead. So just it saves you another click, right? Instead of 5 seconds or 2 steps, it takes you 1 step, and you probably save 5 seconds or so. Technical names, yeah, this is also, I'll get to a bit more. I'll do now a simple /tn, and it will show you the technical names. And now this is an out-of-box table, but you would easily see when it would be a dot walk field, and so on. Yeah, that trick I can as the last from the BR table. I don't know. You can easily add a dot walk field. When I click this one, and what is a dot walk field in this one? When I do a double click, it opens up this one. I don't know what a dot walk field in this table is, or a reference field. Yeah, let me quickly go to the incident table again. When you would do it here, go to the /tn. When I do a double click, it will also enable the technical name. So I know that assign2 is a dot walk field. When I would say assign2.manager and hit enter, and let's bring it right after the assign2 and click OK. Now I have the assign2 manager. I have assign2 manager right in my customized list. So without changing the real layout, I have this in my customized list. So in interest of time, I really need to, I'm gonna stop here right now, and I'm gonna go to the next section. Forms. So now when I'm on an incident, I'm just opening an incident. I just open a random one. Here I can again do that double click, and it will show you the technical names. I think this is a very well-known function among the users. What you can do here, if you start control or command clicking on the labels, then it will start building a filter and clicking on that. And this is a feature even handy for people that use the service desk employees. They can do some analysis over here to quickly build a filter. Another one, so it also has updated the technical names in the list fields. Now, when I would want to change this field, I can double click the label, hit 5, and it will, is that a valid state? No, 6 is a state, and then it's resolved. This function is only available when you're an admin or when you're impersonating, and you can only bypass client-side things. So this should be restricted on server-side if it's really important. The next thing you see here is this little question mark. When you click it, you quickly get a glance who updated and edited is. And you can imagine that, especially for scripts like script includes and so on, it's handy to have a quick glance who edited this. And when you double click the same icon, you will get a few details and you get a complete view. I always call this the supercharged XML. You get a lot of info with the labels, the names, what type of it is, and when it's a choice field, when you hit that icon, you see the properties of the field and the choice value. So really a lot going on here, and you can, if you type reference, it will filter all the data for reference fields. So a lot going on here. Time flies when you're having fun. So let me quickly go back. I'm gonna, yeah, there is more. I think I've covered the most important ones. There are a few advanced features. If you click on items, you can see a lot more. You can see if it's on the base or the extended table, things like that. If it's a scripted related list, you can directly navigate to it. You can easily switch to the right scope instead of only editing it. So a lot going on, some specific functions. So now let me go to and let me first switch to an application /SA. I'm typing in. You can there add a command and search for a scoped app, but when you don't have anything, it will show you the last ones that you have opened. So let me go to my lab guide scoped app that I've shared with you that you can install. And you see that now this updates over here. And when I type now the -si, and when I hit a right arrow, now it will search in line. So you don't even have to open the full list, but you can just search in line. And when I add a parameter -h, then it will restrict the searching to the script includes in the current scope. And then I can go to this one. I have clicked on the lab utils. From here, there you can, when you click this one, it will try and open that in VS Code or Cursor or whatever clone. This is the first time I'm using it in this instance, then I need to allow it. And now, if it's all okay, I have created, I have it already running here, the script sync. And for fun, let me just delete this entire thing once more and make a bit of space over here. So over here, and let me do it once again. Click on that icon, and you will see that it has been pushed. So it will create a folder for that instance, a folder for the scope, a folder for script includes, and there you have the one. And now when I say null edge, and hit save, you see that it immediately syncs back. So that is all I'm gonna cover for that part right now. But it's a thing that I'm kind of proud of and is underused. So I did want to take the time to the chance to showcase it. 3 minutes. I'll do 1 minute more to showcase some things. Fev icon badge. You can already see it. The Fev icon stuff over here. You see that I have PDI, and when I say just PD, you see immediately that this is now PD. And when I want to change the color, I can do so. Then it needs to be black to make it a bit visible. So this makes your tabs more recognizable. There is also a feature called instance tag, and now when I refresh, I also have this one that adds some visibility and functions. So the last thing I want to showcase, yeah, there is really a lot more. I need to be mindful of time and come to a close. There are a lot more features. I really urge you to go through this, fill in all your things, and then here you see in this you see a bit your own dashboard, how you're filling it out. And now when I say Arnoud administrator, okay, I need to fill in one or two more as completed, and then I should be able to create my thing over here in the info. Yeah, one more, and if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna quit. Complete, and then over here info. No, it doesn't work. But once you have enough, I think maybe it is 10, then you can create a certificate, and it's just a PDF you create for fun. Yeah, and probably I have announced that I want to dedicate myself fully to SNUtils going forward. And what it will look like, here I am on that PDI. Then you will get a license overview, and when I remove that PDI over here, and I would refresh over here, then you should get a message that this message you would get one time when you're on a new instance. And when you so the SNUtils will always be free on a professional or on a PDI instance. The way it will be introduced, that will be announced later. But PDIs will be free, and I won't take it away from you. But there will be a nudge to get to a version that involved a ServiceNow scoped app that can be installed from the ServiceNow store. More on that later. For now, I'll quit with it. I'll stay a few more minutes to go through the chat and see if there are some Q&As that I can answer. And I will follow up, and you guys know how to find me. You can visit my website. There are links to my LinkedIn and stuff. So I hope this was useful. It's always a bit when I get excited, I rush my way a bit through it. Let me see if I can. I'm so. This was it. So finally need to find my way around with this tool. But I hope it was useful, and thank you very much.